sorry, let me mute someone. Okay. Okay. So the most important person in the dinner, so who is the boss, as the boss who hosts the dinner is here, the host. And the guest of the honors, okay, sit besides the host here and here. Okay, so they cannot sit here, okay, so too far away from the host. But, okay, but if there are only like 4 or 3 people, maybe, okay, maybe they may sit here. But if there are more people in the dinner, so the guests of honors sit next to the host. And the secretary or the assistant host, the assistant. So because you are the assistant of the boss, right? You need to pay the bill, and you need to communicate with the waitress or the waiters when to serve the dinner and when to serve the beverage. So you are here, communicate the waitress or the waiters. So that is the sitting. Okay, that is the sitting. But okay, but if you are not the host, if you are not the guest of the honor, if you are not the assistant host, where do you sit? So do you know? If you are not host, not the guest of the honor, not the assistant, where do you sit?
Outside of the room.
Outside the room. Okay, interesting. Here, but where to sit? So actually, if it's the first time for you to go to the dinner with your your colleagues or your boss, you don't know where to sit, you can just watch. Okay. So watch the host and the guests of the honor all sit, and you just find some seats to sit down. Okay, just wait. Okay, don't be the first one to sit down. Okay, don't be the first one to sit down. Okay, it's very easy to make mistakes to sit as the first one. So just wait for all the most important people or already sit down, and then you go join the dinner, and then you sit down. Okay. Okay, that's all for the sitting during the dinner, especially during formal event dinner, such as business dinner. But if you have dinner with your friend, you don't have to care about this. Okay. With friends, you don't have to care about this. And there are other table etiquettes. For example, the first one, always want to serve other first. Okay, don't be like the panda, Kung Fu Panda, to fight for a bun. Okay, with his shifu. Okay, you have to always want to serve others first. And tea is served. Tea is often served during the business dinner. And in order to show your thanks, to show your gratitude, you tap the table. Tap the table with the 2 fingers to show your gratitude. It's like the head bowing. Okay, it's like the head bowing on the table. And of course, during the dinner, especially the business dinner, you need to toast with people, right? You need to toast. So when we learn about the cuisine culture, we learn about this tradition actually. So when you toast with other people in China, you try to lower your cup. Okay, you try to lower your cup or glasses to show that you are very humble and that you are very polite. Okay. And when the pot, okay, when the teapot is empty, and you don't like shout, hey, waiter, come to refill. You don't have to do this. You can just lift the lid of the pot and the waiter and the waitress will notice that this pot is empty and they will refill it. So these are some more table etiquettes during a formal dinner in China. And next table etiquette is about chopsticks using. Okay, do you know how to use chopsticks? Okay, if you can use chopsticks, please put a heart here. Put a heart here. And if you don't, put a heart here. Yes. No. Yes. What's this? What's this heart in between?
Laoshi, I can use chopstick a little, not professional, not I can't like I can eat with that.
Oh, you can eat with that.
I mean, not good, but yeah, I can.
You can use it, but not very good at it. Okay, I understand. I see.
That's why I said so.
What is this? I mean a heart, not an arrow.
Actually, I can't put heart. That's why I draw it.
Or you can draw a heart.
Yeah.
Okay, I think it's half, right? Half of you can use chopsticks and half you cannot. Actually, it's not easy to use chopsticks. If you haven't get used to it, it's not easy. Okay, some are in the middle, okay, can, but I'm not good at it. Okay, nice, okay. So let me, that was wrong. All the stars have disappeared. Okay, so okay, it's half. So some can use, some cannot. So if you have business dinner with Chinese people, and if you use chopsticks eat, they may think that, well, okay, you respect Chinese culture a lot, and this may make the Chinese businessman happy. Okay, so try to get used to chopsticks. Okay, but there are some tips for chopsticks using. First one, you cannot play with chopsticks. Okay, for example, when I was a child, I hit the ball with the chopsticks, and my grandma always said that, "Oh, don't do that. Like, it's very rude." And then you cannot move. Okay, you cannot move anything other than food with chopsticks. Okay, you cannot move the balls or the plates with chopsticks. And then number 3, so you cannot use your chopsticks to point at food or for gesturing in the air. So you cannot use the chopsticks to point to someone. Okay, anyone you cannot. Or you cannot point at the food and saying that, oh, this food is not delicious or something else. You don't do that. Okay. And next one is you cannot dig around or pick through your food with your chopsticks to find a special piece. I think this is not only for chopsticks, right? For forks or spoons, you cannot do this too, right? And the next one is that, so for some students, okay, maybe you can use the chopsticks, but you pick up the food like this, okay? This is not polite to use chopsticks, okay? You cannot spear food, okay?
But that's the easiest way.
This is the easiest way, but it's not a proper way to use chopsticks, okay? And this one is like you don't point the chopstick to someone, okay? Okay, don't put this, and don't put the chopstick pointing directly at someone, okay? And then we don't do this. Stick your chopsticks into the rice bowl and leave them there standing up. This is very, very bad to do this. because this is for dead people. This is for dead people, and we put the chopsticks into the rice so that the while we are doing doing some rituals to memorize our ancestors, the dead people. So this is not very good. So don't do this. Okay. And the last one is don't lick sauce of the ends of your chopsticks, even at the end of the meal. So what you need to pay attention, I think, is only this is very important, and this is very important. For the others, I think you may also have the same etiquette, even using forks or spoons in your country. So there are some tips about chopstick using. And at the end of the dinner, you need to pay the bill, right? So in China, so of course, if you are invited by the boss, by your business partner, to a business dinner, you don't have to fight to pay the bill. But if you are dining out with a friend, we often fight to pay the bill. Okay, when dining out with friends, and especially in north part of China. Okay, especially in north part of China, they always fight to pay the bill after having the dinner. Okay. So now I'd like to know something about the table etiquette in your country. For example, sitting. Is there any special sitting rules in your country? And about the table, what kind of table do you often use when you invite people to eat? Square one or round one like China? And how to serving others? And if your glasses or the pot is empty, how to ask the waitress to refill, or how do you refill for the guests? And is there any rules, or is there any fight while paying for the bill, or anything else you want to share? Okay. So let's share for only 5 minutes in the group, and then back to share with all of us. Okay. So now I'm going to